guys, it's Brandon. Welcome to the second part of transitioning for Running Form Friday. Today, we're going to talk about actually getting into some of the transition plan itself. Alright, so last week we talked about why it's important to transition. Now we're kind of going to walk you through the steps to get there. We're going to put out two different plans this week. What you choose to do is really up to you. We're going to put out the caveat first, though, that says these plans are pretty subjective depending on how aggressive or how experienced a runner you are. For instance, if you're going couch to 5K or something like that, it may take a little more time and it's not going to be something that's as rapid, and you may have to be more patient with it. If you're a more aggressive runner, if you're a more experienced runner who's logging a lot of miles, it may actually be pretty quick. The plans in general work like this. Plan number one. You're going to go out your first run, let's say 15 minutes, both plans, that's going to be your first run, 15 minutes. Don't go any longer than that, and remember that during transition it's only about form. The next day when you wake up and it's time to go on your second run, we want you to really think about and be honest with yourself. How do your calves, your Achilles, your plantar fascia, and basically all the posterior of your lower leg, how does that feel? If it feels great, go ahead, maybe up it by 10 minutes. Yes, that breaks the 10% rule of increasing no more than 10% over your previous run for each consecutive run. However, with such low volume, it's not such a big deal. Then your next run, if your calves are still feeling okay, maybe go ahead and bump it up by 5 minutes. And then just generally going up by 5 minutes each run is a pretty good rule of thumb as long as your calves feel okay. The second plan, and this is a plan that's a little more objective and is going to work for a vast majority of people, is your first run, 20 minutes. Those are going to be your first 3 runs actually, 20 minutes each. The next 3 runs, 25 minutes. The next 3 runs, 30 minutes. The next 3 runs, 35 minutes, and so on, just increasing by 5 minutes every chunk of 3 runs as you go along. During both of these plans, what you want to be sure to do is to rest, you want to be sure to stretch, you want to be sure to foam roll if you can get it, and ice, and basically really baby your calves. Really treat them very well and try to break up any of the muscular pain and soreness that's going to be in there, because that will be there. Pain like that during this transition period is entirely normal and is to be expected. If you have any really serious questions, please feel free to give us a call, Newton Customer Service. You can call the 800 number that you'll see at the end of this video, or dial 303-442-1113, or you can go to our contact page and you can contact Newton Running Support directly. We'd love to help you out. That's part 2 of transitioning. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you next week.